Hey guys, it's John Lippin Exotics here. So, a few people have asked me, how do I get these pictures of these Amazon tree boas and have them being held by me and not getting bit and stuff like that? How do I not get bit by the Amazon tree boas? How am I able to handle them without getting bit and getting really nice pictures of them in my hands, not using a hook or anything like that, right? So it just occurred to me that while I was taking a picture of this, I should probably make a quick little video just to show you guys. Okay, so initially, when you're pulling an Amazon tree boa out of an enclosure, they're going to be defensive. That's just their nature. They're smaller snake. They are predated on by like birds and other things like that. And so they got to be pretty defensive in order to survive in the wild. And this is a imported snake, so it's one that actually was in the wild. Almost all Amazon tree boas are still imported. There are some people breeding them, which I think is awesome, and I'm trying to, but I'm not an expert at that by any means. But as you can see, this snake is not particularly scared or aggravated or whatever you want to call it. It's quite relaxed. So when it goes into that, for one, it's temperament of the animal itself. Some animals are just going to be more high-strung than others. That's just how it is. Also, Amazon tree boas love to hang on to any kind of branch that they can possibly reach on. Anything that even resembles a branch, you can use yourself as a branch. Okay, so we're just going to let him do what he's doing because I'm holding I only have one hand available right now, and he's not going anywhere. He's just hanging out, so give him some enrichment. Anyhow, how do you hold him? So there are two aspects of it. For one, you want to stay relaxed. You are going to be what they're going to see as the threat, so if you don't act like you're a threat, they're not going to feel like you're as much of a threat, more than likely. If you're all agitated, moving really fast, waving your hands in front of them, having really warm hands, like being really hot, having a fast heartbeat, stuff like that, I think that has an effect. As you can see, he knows that I'm here. He knows I just pulled him out of a tree, but he is not really interested in biting me because for whatever reason, he doesn't see me as a threat. So I've been holding a lot of snakes for a long time. So what I do if I think that I might be a little agitated is I take some deep breaths and I kind of slow my breathing and I act like I'm calm. Just try to be as calm as possible. You want to slow your heart rate. You want to slow your breathing down so that way you are in a passive state. You want to be as calm and collected as possible. You want to be able to not react in a fast way. And also, you want to just accept that you might get bit. It's not that terrible if you get bit by the snake. I know everybody's like, oh, it's just so terrible. The Amazon tree boa hurts so much. It really is not that bad. It's like a decent-sized ball python to me anyways. And honestly, I have been bit by more ball pythons than I have Amazon tree boas. That may be a fact that I've owned like 3,000 ball pythons and only like 100 Amazon tree boas in my entire life, and that ratio is probably why I've been bit by more ball pythons. But it does play a role. Like, their bite is not that bad, and they are almost always doing defensive bites. They're very rarely, I've never been bitten by a Amazon tree boa and had them coil on me or anything like that. They can tell you're not a prey item, and they are just trying to get you to leave them alone. They see you as a predator, and this is half the time they don't actually use their teeth. They're just like headbutt you because they're just trying to scare you off so that way you leave them alone. So they are really not interested in hurting you. They're just interested in protecting themselves and preserving themselves. So they have a bad rap, in my opinion. A lot of times when you see these freshly imported Amazon tree boas, they're going to be very stressed out. They're going to be very agitated because they have been in very bad conditions for who knows how long, stuck into a little container with 10 other snakes, and not eating and all sorts of stuff that would agitate anyone, any creature. So once you have them set up in in an enclosure that they don't find super stressful. They have some meals. You can see this guy has good body condition. He's not skinny or anything like a lot of the imports that you'd see freshly off the boat. They tend to not be so agitated when they've had a meal and they actually have water and they have their own little space where they can feel secure, and they've been interacted with you in a positive way, like you weren't hurting them, you weren't putting him into a worse condition. I personally think that plays a role as well, just with any animal, honestly. Beyond snakes, it can go to anything. All creatures are like that, including people. So that's my tips. I think that's all I've got to say, really. Some of them are going to be more agitated than others. This one is super calm and relaxed and all sorts of stuff like that. So you can see he's I can't take full credit for this. I just think that this one has a good temperament. And I mean, I know the person I got it from said it bit him through the bag, and that it was very agitated with him. I don't know, maybe I'm just a snake whisperer, or you can tell me your experience. That's why when people ask me if the snake is tame or the snake is friendly, I say it's been friendly with me. Some of them aren't friendly with me, and I'll tell people that. I'll say they're feisty. But if a snake is friendly with me, it doesn't mean it's going to be friendly with you. I have a certain way of handling animals, and they seem to be pretty comfortable with me, generally speaking, whereas other people, not always, So that's why I don't promise that they're going to be friendly with you or anything like that, because everybody has their own way of handling snakes. If you don't do the right things, if you don't have the right temperament, if they just, maybe you don't have the right smell. I can't really even say why snakes like me and they don't like other people. I don't know. But all of those things could play a role. And, you can't control all the variables, but the ones you can, like breathing slowly, being calm, handling them with respect and not forcing them to do what you want them to do all the time. Those kind of things play a huge role and can definitely be improved upon by most people. Just like let them kind of do what they want to do. That's the whole thing, that they're just trying to get to where they want to go. They're just trying to be safe, secure, have food and good place to hide up and be safe. That's pretty much what all animals want. So if you can provide them with that kind of stuff, then they're going to be quite a bit more happy than the alternative. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. I think I do have a couple Amazon tree boas on the Olympian Exotics website. So go ahead and check out olympianexotics.com. Have lots of other species of snakes on there too. So yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed watching and have a great day.